Hi guys, it's Thomas here from COTBASE.com. Welcome to a weekly COT review. Today we're going to be analyzing the 30-second commitments of traders report of 2024. And as we always do, we shall start off by looking at the largest changes in commercials net positions. Of course, we know there are commercials, large speculators, and small speculators in the legacy data. This is the classic COT report type from CFTC, and we're analyzing futures and options combined. If you like the video, please hit the thumbs up button. And if you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing so you get notifications when there's a new video. We also have a Facebook page, Instagram page. Please follow us over there as well. Thank you very much. Let's get started. We have the Japanese yen on top of our list with a 37% change in commercials net positions. Now, the Japanese yen is going to be an interesting market for today. As you'll see on the 5 years chart, we had a wonderful, successful bullish COT extreme signal, but not to run forward too fast. Let's start off with this bearish change signal. So this is a much greater than average change in traders net positions. You can see the red line showing commercials and this recent change in their net positions, taking them from about 82,000 contracts net long down to about 13,000 contracts net long level. So that's a huge change in their positions. And this, of course, is a bearish change signal. However, we should not forget to look at the wider perspective about this market. And for that, I think it's good to switch to the 5 year chart, because now you can see that actually the Japanese yen has produced a significant bullish COT extreme signal a couple weeks ago, back in early part of July. And this signal seems to be successful. The market has reacted. And whenever that happens, we are not surprised to see larger than average changes, of course, happening. So there's two signal types in the commitments of traders analysis toolbox, I'd say. I would always put the larger emphasis on the COT extreme analysis, just because it gives you like the foundation of your trade setup. You need to understand that there's a huge stress built in the Japanese yen that's been going on for many months, and actually years, I should say. And we reached an extreme where the market reacted. Now we have these larger than average changes, which of course suggest we could see a bit of a decline in the short term. But don't forget, when you're looking at this in the medium to long term horizon, don't forget that this is actually coming after a significant bullish COT extreme in the Japanese yen. And of course, if you look at these signal types, you can clearly see that these are meant for really understanding the perspective of the market, stress level analysis, what traders are doing from week to week. But it's weekly data. If you want to know when is a good time to enter, or if you're trading intraday, then I'd like to show you our own iCOT intraday indicator on the Japanese yen. So we're going to attach first the scores, and you're going to see we have the red and the green line. We call them speculators, commercials, just for sake of ease, but it is data that is our own data. It's not from CFTC. It's a very important tool to have on your chart. And then we can add the iCOT intraday indicator with AfterSignal. So this is a more advanced tool. And we can do that 2 times so that we can focus one on catching opportunities on the long side, any long opportunities. And then of course we can always do the same with the short side, any short. And as you saw, I did not change anything in the default setting, which by the way you could. This is a 15-minute candlestick chart. We can go and have a look at what a 5-minute candlestick chart looks like. We can go down to a 2-minute, a 1-minute, and you can see that this tool set is really geared towards a dynamic trading, and the two indicator types, the two tool sets can be very well used in combination with each other. So the classic COT analysis together with the iCOT intraday indicator analysis can really help you take opportunities in the market. So this was the Japanese yen. The next market is going to be the Swiss franc with a similarly large change in commercials net positions. It's a 27% change, not necessarily as huge as the one we just saw in the Japanese yen, but very similar. And of course, the market is showing similar characteristics as well. It's a bearish change signal suggesting weakness in the next few days. Moving to a 5-year chart, you can see that we're coming off of a bullish COT extreme in the market, which of course was very helpful determining this bottom in the Swiss franc. And we shall see how this market continues on. I believe there is definitely space left to reach bearish COT extreme levels. You have to go back to 2020, basically a year ago, to see what a significant bearish COT extreme looks like. We are not at those levels, definitely far away from them right now. The next market is corn. Here we have a 22% change in commercials net position. Switching to the yearly chart, there you go. It's a larger than average change size. However, we have seen greater changes in the past. I believe this was the largest bearish COT change signal in the past 1 year. Very effective one. This is the time when we actually got the data, when it was issued, May 12th, just around this top over there. This was a successful bearish COT change signal. We are getting a bearish change signal once again. However, the market is already in a decline mode. Moving to a 5-year chart, we can of course see that we are still very close to bullish COT extreme levels. As I've said this many times in the past, COT analysis can be perfect to identify large stresses in the market, traders building up huge positions that eventually they're going to have to unfold, but we can't really identify the exact time when that's going to happen. It's just good to know if you are trading corn that there's a bullish extreme present in this market. We may need to wait a couple more weeks or month before we actually see the market react to that signal. Let's move on to large speculators COT extreme analysis, and we have the Euro British pound on top of our list with an all-time COT extreme. Now, of course, the Euro British pound currency futures pair does not have such a huge history of COT data. I'd say we can go back until early 2016, but it's there. It's a bullish COT extreme suggesting the euro advancing against the British pound. This is actually confirmed. If you remember, we did a currencies special not that long ago that we had that significant bearish COT extreme in the British pound. So everything aligns, and this picture suggests that the this futures market, the Euro British pound futures market, should continue its rise. The Brazilian real is on top of our list because it has an all-time COT extreme, not only in large speculators net positions, but in commercials net positions as well. Here we have a little bit longer data back to 2011, so approximately 5 years extra data here, and it is a bullish extreme, no question about that, suggesting higher prices coming in the Brazilian real, of course. Moving on to our last market for this review, the gasoline market. Here we have a 914 report extreme in commercials net positions. You can see that on the chart. Unquestionable bullish extreme suggesting higher prices coming in the medium to long term. Of course, there's a lot to do here at COTBASE.com. We, of course, built the service around the commitments of traders' data. The website you see here is offering you all the tools to analyze the classic, the disaggregated traders and financial futures and commodity index traders CO2 report types. If you're interested in using these concepts and signals on shorter time frames, we do offer our own unique indicators, the iCOT intraday indicators. We have the basic version, basically showing you the signals themselves. And then we have the iCOT intraday indicator with AfterSignal, that will filter out a bunch of signals and really help you identify what's the good time to enter the market. I'll show you a few examples of that. So there are a lot of great examples on our website how you can use this indicator, different markets, different candlestick types, chart types, pardon me. So if you have any questions, by the way, feel free to comment underneath the video, or if you'd like a more detailed answer, please send us an email to info@cotbase.com. Thank you for your attention. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Goodbye.